You know what blows my mind is that if you take a piece of metal, it can be a small handful of metal or tons and tons of metal, and if you just shape that metal right and push it fast enough, it will fly. I mean, in a way that can be controlled. Every time I see airplanes, it blows my mind to think that's so much metal. And it's crazy that all they've done is shape it right and push it fast enough, and it can overcome the law of gravity, density, all those things. And I think it's really analogous to our Christian life. We are that piece of metal. And, if you just have a block of metal and you strap a jet engine to it, that jet engine will push it. I mean, it'll get somewhere. But some of our Christian lives are like that. It's just like God's Spirit is trying to work in our lives, but we're not shaped right. Our hearts and minds are not shaped right. So we need to shape our minds better. We need to focus our minds on Him. We need to have an attitude of faith that, God, I trust you. We need to have an attitude of humility that I'm trusting your control. I'm not trying to control everything about my life. And when we have that attitude, it's like we're shaping ourself right. And Romans 8:2 says, the law of the Spirit helps us to overcome the law of sin and death. So that's how we're lifted out of sin and death. Otherwise, we're just, we can't lift ourselves like a piece of metal. Like metal doesn't fly. But the jet engine of God's Spirit, mixed with us being willing to humble ourselves, submit to Him, and focus on Him, that can lift us out of our sin. That can lift us above the way we would live otherwise. And on my way to work, there's always planes flying over because the airport's off to my left. And I think about this, and I often pray for myself and my church family. God, please help us to shape our hearts and minds right so that your Spirit can lift us up and lead us in life and lift us out of our sin. So I pray that for you today. In Jesus' name, I pray that you would also shape your mind and heart to be submissive to Christ and to focus all of your attention on Him. And I pray that you would see how His Spirit can lift you out of your sin and death. God bless you.